Hello, soul family, beautiful souls. Oh, I was just so touched to see my soul sisters messaging, and it really did touch my heart, and I'm just so grateful to you. And I did a bit of research before this one on malachite. But remember how I forgot what it was called? And I was quite blown away by the properties of it when I looked online. It's like copper ore, malachite. Traditionally used to ward off danger and fight illness, protects against falling, and has been wrapped over bruises and broken bones to help with tissue regeneration and healing. So if you've got any older people in your life, maybe get a piece of malachite and just get one that's, on a pendant to put around their neck or whatever's, or even a bracelet, or anything with malachite, or just have a lump like this in their room where they sit. And it's also good for children. It helps protect the children from negative energies. And we know as children they are vulnerable to, because they're closer to the spirit realm, because they've only just incarnated, it's the veil's thinner for them, and so but they haven't necessarily got the skills to know how to deal with even their higher self, right? So it said protects against harmful ideas and ominous spirits. It's earned its nickname Godstone. And amongst ancient Egyptians, this stone is associated with life after this world and fertility, and the spiritual ability to open the heart to spiritual growth and transformation, which is exactly what we needed and we need, particularly on this channel, because we are holding on to our Heavenly Father, Heavenly Mother's hand like newborn babes, seeking information that is beyond our humanness. And Jesus loved the children. He absolutely adored the children because they hadn't formed the ego, right? And they had questions. Innocence of children when they ask. Everyone's endeared by children, are they not? The innocence of children. And I think that's when even grandparents, they just adore their grandchildren, because they can almost unlearn but relearn the innocence of childhood. And there's been so much, but because I fly off the cuff. I'm Caroline, by the way. I can't even remember whether I said that or not. So I apologise. Is get a picture of you when you were a little girl. And I just picked out a few before, and I thought, wow, everyone's got a picture like that, haven't they? Get stuck in, girl. Everyone's got a picture. Here's me in the rose bushes. Sister of the Rose. I think you women, we are the sisterhood. We're the sister of the rose. Yeah. And looking at these pictures, and you think on, obviously I didn't bring any pictures that I got with even grandparents here, just for privacy reasons, but me ever in the muck. I think Mum used to say she put me in some lovely attire when I was little, and you can guarantee I'd get a rip or a tear, or I'd get it dirty in 5 minutes. And she tried so much to keep me clean and keep the whites white. I was like, "You're game, Mum." You should have mind you. I know there's pictures of me somewhere where she would chuck me in some overalls so I can go splashing in the muddy puddles, right? Oh, they're just so cute. I must be sunbathing there. Soak it in, soak it in. What girl doesn't enjoy an ice cream? Anyway, a little reminiscing for you. So I encourage you to grab a picture of yourself and just go, that was me. You know, and you'll be the same with your ones and go, ah, wasn't she cute? What would you say to your little child, your inner child? How was all, girl? You got a lot to learn. I don't envy you. Oh, dear Lord. Thank goodness we're ignorant in a way at that age. But I've really been feeling it, my heart opening, like almost breaking. And they're to do with my twin flame journey as well. It's just, there's no such thing as separation. You know, you'll always in spirit together. There's no such thing as separation. I don't care. You know, they are you are them. And whether they want to believe it or not is irrelevant. You know, but if it wasn't for the twin flame journey and for losing my husband and catapulting me, and I can look back now, even after 4 years, and I'm certainly not where I'm heading, but that's the whole point, isn't it? Life is a journey. I just saw 644. Life is a journey. And I just have this overwhelming feeling of us women and men, you know, protecting the innocence of what we were. You know, the inner child, you know, in the next generation. I mean, I'm very much about protecting the next generation, not only my own children, but that of others, and to teach them self-love and self-value and self-appreciation, and to know that it's all within you. You know, if you could tell any child, tell them it's all within you, and they're not going to believe you. But it's okay for them to go within. It's, you know, even teenagers, you know, they need a lot more sleep. Allow them to have more sleep. You know, the system encourages you to become disconnected from who you are in your spirit. And you don't know what a child's path is. They might have a short path. You know, that they might have incarnated with a short path plan. And we're not to judge these children and put huge burdens on them that are hard to bear, right? Like, right, we're just going to take a big deep breath in for these children, right now, because I just feel it. So taking a big deep breath in and release. Feel your heart expand. Imagine a white light coming through your crown, filling your aura of this love for the children and for the planet. We call on Archangel Michael for all the protection angels, known or unknown, to protect the innocence of children and the next generation, and to bring them peace and joy, and to help them know they're free, and help us adults be wise in building a better future for them, away from the entrapments of laws that are given that were to enslave the nations, and help us to be wise and learn and be willing to learn, to know how to approach such things. And I pray everybody, man or woman, to be brave in their calling, because it takes a whole community of people doing their purpose to bring the rich fulfillment of love and light from one heart to another, to bring in the benefit of all beings. And so it is. Oh, wow. Let's have a look at, there was just this here actually, I came across it. God has not promised skies always blue, flower-strewn pathways all our lives through. God has not promised sun without rain, joy without sorrow, peace without pain. But God has promised strength for the day, rest for the labour, light for the way, grace for the trials, help from above, unfailing sympathy, undying love. Oh, and before I forget, remember how I mentioned about my dad gave me a candle with writing on it? Well, this is it. So around it says, it says from here, even the smallest spark shines brightly in darkness. So be that little light. I'm going to light one of these. Unfortunately, I haven't got one of those tea candles, so I'm just gonna light this and pop it over there. But with these tea candles, they see that was a white one. This one's actually slightly darker, so I just see it as yin and yang. And I've got the other ones actually sitting in my yin and yang timber thing that I showed you the other week. I think I labelled it yin and yang if you wanted to have a look. Oh no, it's great. Right, let's have a look. Where are we going first? I just feel like these angel messages cards, just a couple. These are just divinatory tools, right? We don't need to be scared of them. I just bring on God's protection, love and light, and to bring discernment, and that the intention is that all that I share is only for our highest and best good, and to bring in the protection for the collective of the highest order and rank, the highest of high, the highest of high. And I pray for all twin flames out there, especially my twin, and I send you all love. I just tap on your heart, sending love. I don't even think I did 3 deep breaths, did I? Ooh. Ooh. I know this one actually, recognise it. Angel of energy, you are a shining light. And just as the lighthouse stands still and shines bright, so now you too must be as the lighthouse. There is no need to run to people's rescue. Simply trust that your light will reach others. Your light will keep them safe and will always help them to see the way home. All I ask is that you enjoy this, your new journey. You have and always will be an earth angel. Embody it. These were actually from Mark Bayersky. So there's a few, big names that I've, looked at in the past. Anyway, the next one is Angel of New Life. The time has arrived. Spirit and your angels want you to know that a new seed was planted some time ago, and that very seed is about to come to life. A new addition is coming into your life, and along with this addition will be the most amazing energy, one that changes so many aspects of your life. Get ready for so much joy and laughter. Today, I just wanted you to know that it is indeed the perfect divine timing of love and light. So maybe, who knows what this new edition is going to be. I mean, I feel blessed just with the addition of you beautiful souls, and it just warms my heart to know that we can be a community of sovereign beings, of accountable souls, and to help inspire and encourage and love each other the way it's supposed to be. Angel of peace, I am here beside you, here to walk by your side. This is a new path you have chosen today, and you have chosen peace and happiness over everything else. You have to choose peace and happiness over everything else. Your peace and happiness. This is a beautiful new journey, one filled with happy endings and a beautiful flow. I am here to guide you and to let you know that it's time to let go of this cross you carry for everyone else's burdens. It is your time. You deserve it. Get ready for your inner peace to shine. So it's very much about inner peace and the love that you're going to emanate. And it's not about rescuing people, but it's just about being that light. Just by focusing on self-healing, self-growth. Should I read any more? Okay, I'll read this one, and that will be the last. These are the pets on the bottom again. So pets, I mean, we actually lost a dear beloved pet. My pet. And before we went to the UK, actually. And yeah, he was very connected to my husband. So my children sobbed and sobbed, bless them. And we've got the mother, actually, of that dog still with us. And even yesterday, I really felt, well, she clambered all over me, to be fair. And, you know, sometimes these dogs communicate with us and we don't know when their time's going to be up either. And, you know, they hold so many memories and family times and so much love. And, you know, it's never easy to lose a pet because they are the embodiment of unconditional love. So much love that a pet gives, unconditional love. And I just pray that they're always treated with the respect that they deserve for the love that they emanate. Angel of emotion, a beautiful and sensitive soul. You are so very special. Your deep sensitivity is loved and admired in this world and in your spirit, in our spirit world. Many people in this world could only imagine how it is to have a heart as pure as yours. Today you can fully smile, for I am here to heal your emotions. Your journey begins with this new strength and a new powerful energy of love. Your next steps will be the release of fear, and the energy of forgiveness will gently fill your amazing aura. Even this morning, if I'm honest, there is someone from my past, particularly whom I really struggle to forgive. But I think it's more, I lack, well, there's no trust. They've had, I believe, got a template of narcissism, and I went through a stage where, in the depths of it, not long after my husband passed, well, probably it was just a year past, and the said individual, and it was just so challenging. I was waking up in the middle of the night, literally howling and feeling like it was torture to have such a person trying to affect me. And I just said to God, how do I deal with this? Because I knew what my human nature would try and do. The human nature would try and react to it and, you know, put them in their place. But if you learn anything about a narcissistic energy, and then this isn't a judgment here, it's just an observation that they will never acknowledge you or what you've experienced. I don't know whether these souls are just put there for our ascension, actually. And so in many respects, I wonder whether they are actually a higher order in the fact that they're willing to play that role in your life. Just ponder that, because that actually helps you to disassociate from the person and labeling them evil, because we all have a light and dark side. And so I just wonder, I just ponder these things, and partly because when I did a visual, like an Akashic record, I think maybe in the past life it was potentially role reversal. And I would never have opened myself up to these sort of experiences. I mean, it came to me. I didn't seek it per se, although I was interested in learning about the Akashic record, and opening up myself to the idea of past lives, and it makes a lot of sense to me. And also why I should feel so tired sometimes. I feel like I am an old soul. And I won't say who or what I was, because I don't think it is important in this incarnation, other than knowing that you are loved, like that card said, which I've just shuffled back in. But there's the angel of protection here right on the bottom as I say that. You're heavily protected and loved by the spirit realm. And I just saw 2112 before, and mirroring numbers. So yeah, so maybe, maybe we did have a past life that we've played role reversal. It just ponder the thought, because it does help you release that person and actually have compassion for them. I'm not saying that this is, hard and fast thing, that this is exactly what it is, but if it brings you relief, then it's a good thing. That's how I operate. Then let's just read this, because it's came up, and I see courage as well. So you're gonna have to take courage to protect yourself, but then courage to, sorry, I didn't even finish off what I was saying about in the bed. I'll come back to it. Okay, you have come to the end of a circle. Today is the first day of the rest of your life. My dad used to tell me that. This is really funny how I brought in that candle in his energy. My dad, when I moved actually from the South Island to the North Island a few years ago, he said, today is the first day of the rest of your life. So that's quite profound there. I'm here to let you know that you have my protection. You have proven yourself. There is no darkness that can shadow your light. You can look back and say thank you, because you are now wiser and far stronger than ever before. What was I just saying about the role reversal and about the overcoming the dark? Breathe and allow my healing and protection to fill your whole life and journey. And then we've got the angel of courage. I am by your side as your angel of strength and courage. You called upon me many years ago, and today the time is right. I am here to give you the strength and courage to follow your path, to make the changes necessary to help you to move on and follow your heart on this, your new journey. You can do this. I am always here to lift you back onto your feet. It takes great courage to believe in a new path. I am here each and every day, and yes, you can do this. Girls, you can do this. Boys, you can do this. You can do this. Like, this is just lovely. Yeah, what was I saying? I was saying when I was on my bed and I was in agony of heart, and I just cried out and I called on Archangel Michael, and I just said, I want this. All I want is peace. I just want peace, because I knew I wasn't going to get, you can't force people to do what you want them to do. That's, you're only responsible for yourself, with your own integrity, your own sovereign beingness. And sometimes some battles are just not worth fighting, because it is a losing battle with certain people, and they may never want to seek the light, or they may never, maybe they're, like I said, just playing a role that divine has placed. I don't know. But anyway, I just remember going, all I want is peace. It became to the point where it didn't, I wanted them to stop attacking me, because there was absolutely no need for it, or no justification, certainly in my eyes, for everything that I'd endured. And I just wanted it to go away. And so I felt that they wanted to make me react. But all I did was withdraw. And that was the only way I could deal with it. And so if you're dealing with that personality type, narcissism, people that are entitled is a word, entitled energies, that don't have your highest and best good. Yeah, think about the ramifications of if you were to, respond. Think about your response. But if you're just seeking peace, then just let it go and pray and call on Archangel Michael. I mean, it's still, this is the thing. I mean, it's the same with the systems. They'll project this fear onto you, or the threat of fear. Just the other night in New Zealand, they sent out an emergency thing, and it goes really loud, like enough to jump you out your skin. It's always usually at night time. They want you in the fear state. Why is that? Why do they want you in the fear state? Because you can't co-create, because you're not, you will react instead of respond. Shame on them, I say. And I call on Archangel Michael and the highest order to protect all of New Zealand and every nation within the world that are going through this with these said authorities that have no authority over you. And I pray for good men and women to stand up and to speak and to be the light in their community, to set themselves free. It is possible. You just need to get away from the dead entities, right? The wealth of the Dead Sea will be returned to you. And I've gone goosebumps all through my body. Now that is actually in these cards, and we'll see if it comes out, that I made up directly from God speaking to my heart. Seek ye the Lord while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near. I wonder if it will come out. And the woman said, the word of my Lord the King will now give me rest and security. For as an angel of God is my Lord the King, to hear and discern good and evil. May the Lord your God be with you. So yeah, it takes a lot of discernment. I'm going to see if I can find it, but I think you got the message without me. Yeah, here it is. Isaiah 60, verse 5. Then you shall see and be radiant, and your heart shall thrill and tremble with joy at the glorious deliverance, and be enlarged, because the abundant wealth of the Dead Sea shall be turned to you. Unto you shall they come with treasure. Thou tellest my wanderings, put thou my tears into thy bottle. Are they not in thy book? So talking about the book, the Akashic record, everything, every moment of every interaction in your life is recorded. This can bring a sense of fear, but there is no judgment and love, because we're on a ever, this world is about evolving our souls, and we learn from our lessons, we learn from our mistakes. The whole point is to be human. The whole point is to be human. The whole point is to be human. But just remember your inner child and the innocence, and pray for the innocence of the world and its people. And to emanate that love and that hope, and to send that frequency and vibration of your intention into the cosmos, because we're star brothers and sisters. There are many galaxies beyond this one. I believe many civilizations. It is always now. And I very much feel that I am from a star cluster, and that my twin and my husband are part of that same star cluster. And that was through a feeling within, being outside under the stars one night, and it was communicating with me. I call on protection from even within this channel for my highest white light, and for the things that I share, that I would be protected, because these are personal truths. And I pray the energetic parameters will be set that only those that are meant to view will view. There's a reason why I have not shared my channel even with my Facebook friends, right? Or acquaintances. Doesn't work like that for me. It's about energy and the vibration and the frequency. And I pray those that have subscribed are because they resonate with my frequency of love and light and intention. Why was that upside down? Yeah, the whole point is to be human. See the words? The whole point is to be human. And the golden light, healing comes from within. So yeah, we're saying about the children. Tell them it all comes from within you. Self-love. Teach them self-love. Good recognizes good. Look, the whole soul family. Look. Look. We're a family of light. I'm fully seen. The eye of the heart. We contain the treasure. It's all within you. Through 3232 I just saw. That's 5-5. If you add 3 plus 2 is 5. 5-5, that's change. Testimony. Love is stronger than death. And I was thinking about, you know, the whole point of Jesus. Oh, the rose. How are the sisterhood of the rose? I'm going to bring my little card. Isn't that cute? Ah, I trust divine timing. I did see divine timing on that other card actually, but I didn't pull it out, but I almost said it. Oh, everything comes from within. So these cards, it's all from within. How long should I go for? Well, I suppose we've got a bit, haven't we? Which one do we think here, folks? Which one's calling you? I feel the red thread. Now that's like your soul family. When that's your twin flame, you're attached by the thread. They've all got the red thread on. They're all sharing a meal together. I mean, this is like a meal, isn't it? Eating the delicacies. And there's all races here. It doesn't matter. We're all one. The red thread. The red thread. The red thread. I can't find it. The red thread. Bear with, folks. I saw the rose. The Alpha and Omega. I'm going to read the rose just because it's the first one I'm finding. I trust divine timing. So much of our lives, for so many of us, is focused on what happens outside of us, on what we do or produce. And what we produce or earn or accumulate is then linked to a sense of self-worth, a sense of purpose, and even a sense of status or importance in the world. Wow, protect those children from this. This is massive. Can you feel that when I read that? When we have forgotten, what we have forgotten is the majesty of what cannot be seen or quantified. We have forgotten about cultivating a capacity to love and be loved. We have forgotten that tending to the essence of who we are is our most important occupation. Oh, the twins need this so much, because I just think there's a lot of twin flames out there that one has not been, you know, maybe not been loved in this life, and that they have, to find love, it's like an approval they've had to be constantly doing. And the parents are, you know, seek to whip these children into shape, as it were. And yet they're not thinking about the soul and what the body's trying to say. And so it's even a conversation I had just last night, or heard, and I just think we need to protect these children from this energy of, and this world where it's like you've got to be seen, Yeah, so much of our lives, for so many of us, is focused on what happens outside of us and on what we do or produce. It's like there's no worth unless we're producing something. And what we produce or earn or accumulate is then linked to a sense of self-worth, sense of purpose, and even a sense of status or importance. What we've forgotten is the majesty of what cannot be seen or quantified. We have forgotten about cultivating a capacity to love and to be loved. We've forgotten that tending to the essence of who we are is our most important occupation. Well, I feel that. I mean, that's been my whole life. I've always tended to it, but, you know, even the system wants you as flipping slaves to it so that you don't go within. Heaven forbid that you should overturn them, right? No, Violet Flame that thought. How would I speak that? For the goodness that you would overturn it with your soul essence and your love, your capacity to love and to change it. We have forgotten that the most powerful contribution we can ever offer is not actually something we can point to outside of us, sell, market or frame and put up on the wall for praise. Where's your heart coming from? I just think, yeah, I'm not interested in accolades. I'm genuinely here for the love of all souls. And, you know, when you comment and share something from your heart, it just makes it all worthwhile to me. That is the exchange of energy. That is the love. Because that's like giving an energetic hug, but also that's like, you know, giving... That's a universal energy that we're exchanging. And the power and the effect that can have is worth way more than any gold or silver that you could ever attain. And I really felt that. And that's what was spoken on at the start. The most powerful contribution we have to offer the world is the love we become. I've got so much love even for my twin that I'm just dying to give to him. Like, it just breaks my heart that he wouldn't be willing to receive it, or that he that and I just hold the malachite here, and just we bring healing to the heart for those, because those that need the love the most are those that can't give it. So if you've got people that are so unloving in your life that they can't give it, or they're so focused outside of themselves to try and control and manipulate, well, there's your narcissism right there. But it's their souls need it the most. Many of us have a very clear idea of what external accomplishments we want to achieve by a certain point in life. Yeah, we want to leave a legacy for our children, don't we? So that they don't have to suffer more than anything. But what sort of legacy? Just make sure that it's not just a monetary gain, but just remember that it's the soul. And to not forget, and if you do your healing, that is a great legacy to pass on to your children. That's the greatest. Because if they're coming from a whole-centered self, and you've taught them their higher self, and to operate from their highest of selves, then that's going to set them up when you're not here. Yeah. And if we don't live up to those expectations, we judge that we have failed. But we cannot force or contrive the cultivation, the embodiment, and the rise of the soul. I'm going to read that again. Many of us have a very clear idea of what external accomplishments we want to achieve by a certain point in life. And if we don't live up to those expectations, we judge that we have failed. But we cannot force or contrive the cultivation, the embodiment, and the rise of the soul. This form of soul work happens in kairos, which is the Greek word for the soul's timing, divine timing. So even when I'm speaking to you, be kind to yourself. And if you're feeling pushed or forced, because these are truths that you might not be ready to hear, don't see it that you're it's just not the right time. Or you can, just ponder these things in your heart, but don't let it burden you. It takes time for things to evolve, and you might be looking at this way before time. And I bless you for that. And I ask Divine to protect you, and to not beat yourself up, not, expecting you to be, say, at a higher level when you're just at this level. I want you to just get a picture of you and know that you've grown from this level. You might only be in your 20s. I don't want you expecting to be like a 40 or 60, because the truth is, the journey of life is the beauty. Your personal experience with Divine, especially when you embody it and you know it's within you and you're following the calling with your heart, you're coming from your heart space, that is it. There is no greater attainment. We're just always following it. Like I said, we're not in control of when our soul contract might be short. It might be longer. My husband only got to 42. He wasn't quite 42, actually. So be kind to yourself. And step back if it's too much. Just breathe. And just ask your higher self to protect you and to only reveal and just keep showing you and lead you to videos that are, that they'll lead you to it. It might be, you'll see a headline of a video and you'll just like, yep, that's for me. You just drawn in and you just pick from it. It's like a pick and mix. Pick from it what speaks to your heart and your soul. Write them down. Ponder on them. Just sit with them. Let it sit and vibrate within your being. No. Yeah, so he was talking about divine soul's timing, divine timing. Linear time is incredibly useful for an ego to function. Yeah, so what we think as time, you know, with the clock, you know, 24 hours in a day and blah, 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 7 days a week, however many days of the month, however many months of the year, blah, blah, blah. Because it means you can breathe. It means you can ground it. It gives you the idea of time, to rest in it, to embody it, to be it. You know, it's no good filling up with a head full of knowledge but then it not taking effect on your heart and soul. So just take little bites of the cherry and sit with it. But linear time has nothing to do with the essence of who we are or what offering we can make of our lives. The rose, a symbol of the divine feminine, represents an inner surrender that cannot be timed according to the ego or any external circumstances. The rose is about remembering that we cannot force ourselves to ripen. This reminds me of, bless her, I don't think she'll mind me mentioning her, but Essential Healing Tarot, bless her, Cheryl. And she was actually talking about the rose. So there you go, Cheryl, if you've got to 46 minutes. There's the rose. And it's following on from her recent video, and I bless her for it, because there's things that came up for me for my own ascension that I have sort of touched on a bit in here, but I didn't know how it was going to come out, much like herself. And it's beautiful when it does come out. The rose is about remembering that we cannot force ourselves to ripen. What was I just saying? Don't force yourself to ripen, beautiful souls. Really don't. Don't think, oh, I should be there, and feel like you're gonna miss out. Or no, you're never gonna miss out, beautiful souls. Your soul is so loved and protected by divine, and we all have our own calling and to act on it. But I know for me that I can't spend loads and loads of time on this, because I've still got a life outside of this, and I've got to ground it. So I felt called to come in today, but I might just end up, you know, getting on with my things for the next couple of days. Who knows? You just got to ripen bit by bit. And in those divine masculines out there, we send you so much love, because we know that, you know, maybe you've been entrapped in a system really that demands a lot of your time and energy, and you haven't got time to be spending healing per se, you know, to just run away. And divine knows this, and I love you for the stage you're at, and we are here for you. We're not running away. You can't separate from your twin. But we acknowledge that we can't save you either. We can't. Yeah. That you're responsible for your own soul calling. I'm just seeing an image on my timber wall I've only just noticed now. And, you know, the darkness will always try and creep in, particularly when you're speaking on such truths. And I really pray for the protection of Archangel Michael and my spirit team, all the angels, all that God and Heavenly Father and Heavenly Mother can bring to my aid and love. We cannot will ourselves to be anyone else other than exactly who we are in this present moment. Don't try and be me. It's hard work being me. You don't want to be me, no. I love being me, but it's been my path, you know, from this little girl. You know, I was there once too. And I didn't always appreciate or value me. And I've doubted myself my whole life. Because I was learning, I pondered these things. Divine made me ponder it such a lot. Some things that I couldn't really grasp, but I knew that they were profound at the time. You know, and maybe these are words that I'm speaking that they just feel almost too profound for your body to hold. Just ask Divine, just say, hold that in the recesses for my future self. No, just do that. Because my heart will be, and you'll maybe remember me, you know, when you're at that level, or, you know, when you're older, and you'll go, I remember this lady. And we do this for all of us. It's not just me. We all do it. We've all our little lights, haven't we? You know, even the smallest spark is the brightest in the darkness. If we accept the beauty of where we are right now, we allow the ego to loosen its grasp of linear time. If we remember that an entire universe is perpetually in the process of bloom from within the heart, we can be curious about what might be unfolding for us. We can trust our own divine timing, our own divine timing. It's going to be different for all of us because there's linear time, but in essence, we all come to it in our own divine timing. Oh, my heart just pours to you. Yeah, what can I trust is unfolding in its own divine timing. I have to trust. I mean, even the twin flames, we have to trust divine timing or divine will, or, you know, even free will. There's so many factors in so many things, and you just got to keep loving you. You just got to keep loving you. Yeah. Let's see if we can find the red thread, eh? Here it is. Didn't see it before. Obviously that message is supposed to come out first. We're already at 52 minutes, but we'll keep going just because I'll see how long, I don't know. It's hard to remember that we have never been taught. Yeah, it's hard to remember that we have never been taught. It takes trusting our own intuition, our own heart. It takes learning how to listen to what the soul whispers to us when we can get still enough, free enough from the distracting chaos of our everyday life. Yeah. You know, for all the farmers out there that work tirelessly, you know, rightly or wrongly, with things that they've got involved with, you know, I just pray for their souls and the love. In whatever industry you're in, just pray to divine, because I remember praying this when, you know, even prior to my husband's death, there was no time. We were working literally 24/7 in the height of each season, and it just got too much for too long. We were meeting targets, and I got absolutely burnt out, and even my heart was fluttering when my husband passed on. It was just too much. But we were trying to get ahead. We were trying to provide for ourselves, to put a roof over our heads, within the industry that my husband loved, and that was his soul calling, really. And I was his support crew. And it was great because he was very much, he was a Taurus, so he was very much an earth, you know, for an airy fairy, he was very handy. But my twin also is very grounded in that sense, very much of the earth, deals with the earth, but very deep. He's very deep. Deeper than he's probably willing to admit. And I love him for that, because, well, he'll see even on here that, you know, we're not shallow people. We're not shallow souls, because I know his soul, because I know the depths that I've gone into. So, but yeah. Anyway, right, where was I? It's a mystery to me what allows us to remember the good. And I trust it always will be. Maybe it's blood memory. Maybe it's encoded somewhere in the soul or in the heart of what it means to be human. Good recognizes good. I was first given a red thread by a shaman when I saw her for the first time. The only accurate way to describe it is that I recognized her. I remembered her, but I couldn't possibly know or grasp how or from when. Yeah, so the Akashic records, it doesn't really matter. You just know, and that's enough. That's enough. We don't need to add the ego to it and go, well, I was from this, and I was this person, and I was this person, and this important person, and, well, you could well have been. I think we're all important. And that wasn't the point of the recognition. Yeah. I love this lady. She takes the words out of my mouth. The point was to strengthen my own trust in myself. Yes, because my intuition, my soul had led me to her. Yes, my soul led me to her even. No, Megan Watterson, I'm so appreciative. And if she's watching it at some stage down the track, I really appreciate you. And yeah. The red thread is about remembering the good within ourselves and each other. And the red thread is about recognizing those who are walking with us, to remind us that we are here together to be the good. It's worn on the left wrist, okay, the feminine side of the body, to acknowledge that it's the feminine within each of us that receives spirit from within. Oh yeah, because the left side of the body is related to the feminine, the divine feminine. The right side is the masculine. It's interesting because they, well, technically, I think, isn't, oh no, it's on the left side, isn't it? The heart. The heart's more on the left side, but towards the middle, isn't it? So that is the feminine. So if you ever have a discomfort, it's often related to masculine, and just send love to whoever pops into your mind at the time of a masculine that you know. If you have any discomfort on that side, and send them, just tap your heart and send them love. Mary Magdalene anointed Christ before he was crucified. Remember that oil that Judas, was it Judas said, why should she waste such a costly amount of money on, you know, on anointing Christ's body before he died? It's just such waste. Oh, really? When you think of, you know, that he was born in a stable, and he was very lowly. He was very human. He didn't have, you know, wealth. He was wealthy in heart and spirit. This is where people have got to think, you know, that it's not all about going to school, right? What is school? And who are you teaching, learning from? You're learning from a system to perpetuate a system? Sure, it's great to get skills, but yeah, you're not under the thumb. But anyway, there's a lot to it, isn't there? You'll hear what I'm saying. If you get to 59 minutes. I think I'm protected from some things, because some of you probably only get to 7 minutes. Oh, that'll do. If you get to 60 minutes, put a heart in the bottom, put a comment and say got to the end. Dear me. And then do whatever we can to put that knowing into action. Okay, I'll have to read that again because I've lost all track. The red thread is for those of us who are devoted to returning again and again to the heart, who listen to what the heart knows and then do whatever we can to put that knowing into action. Yes. Whatever's been put on your heart, just follows those little steps, just bit by bit. You've been given linear time to gently ground these things, to do it gently from your heart. Okay? In love. I don't know why I'm rotating the head. Just gently. Gently does it. Not... Right. That's like a headless Chuck impersonation. Right. Mary Magdalene anointed Christ before he was crucified. Mary Magdalene. Put a chuck in the comment below. I like chickens. Oh, Caroline, present. Mary Magdalene anointed Christ before he was crucified. Mary made anointing the most sacred ritual. Oh, that's why I got it. I got the most sacred oil from Mark Bayevsky. Mary was given... Mary made anointing the most sacred ritual in the Christian tradition. Mary was given secret teachings from Christ because his love for her was extraordinary, because they were twin flames. Just saying. Mary's gospel was buried and forgotten for millennia. Oh, wow, we're bringing it back, aren't we? Mary, this is why I wear the red thread. It's hard to remember something you have never been taught, but I do this in memory of her. I do this because the good can never be lost. What do I know in this moment that no one ever taught me? Oh, what have you not been taught? That you've had to step up and teach yourself. That is so my journey. My family could take me so far, but then I had to take the next step for myself into the big wide world. But I had spirit with me, and I was always aware of it. That childlike innocence of taking a big leap of faith and following it, and you know, protecting myself as best as I could. What do I know in this moment that no one ever taught me? Man, so we've gone past 10111 at some point. That's new beginnings. Love is stronger than death. The red string of fate. If you're led to me, it's a red string of fate that we're here in this linear moment. But if you're watching it down the track, sending you so much love. And there is no darkness that can overcome the light. Even with Jesus and what he did on the cross. He ascended past what they did. And I pray the violet flame to protect us so that we don't need to endure such things. That we can be left alone in peace, but that we can share from our hearts and our souls and be the light within. I definitely feel the aura opening, and you'll be the same. This is a very sacred moment in time. I'm going to use the sacred oil. Use 5 because we had 5 is for change. As this heals me, pray it will heal you. So take a big deep breath in and release. Help it to heal your heart, your mind, your soul, to bring calmness and peace. healing to the collective, those that have got this far. Thank you for this sacred, safe space. Thank you, Divine Father, Divine Mother, Jesus, Mary Magdalene. Thank you for your love and your light and for all that you are willing to experience as a human, to bring us this love and light even centuries later, millennia later. You're ever present and we're grateful. We ask for your shield of protection now. The golden aura, protect us from all evil eye send our way. Shield us from this. Thank you so much for the peace. I think it's the longest video. Sending you so much love. Have a great day. Love you. Bye.